Keep up to date everywhere. News Talk 820 WBAP.
In the WBAP newsroom.
According to an expert on police training, the Thursday night police brutality protest march in Dallas and the sudden shooting of a dozen police officers should teach us at least two things. Tarleton State University's Alex Del Carmen told the KLIF Morning News the march shows a real need to rethink the way police are selected and trained, but at the same time it shows that good police officers are very, very valuable.
We've seen so much negative coverage of police officers in the past few days and weeks that we forget the fact that most police officers are noble, decent, hardworking individuals, and at the end of the day, they're trained to neutralize a threat and to protect human life, and that's exactly what they did yesterday. Those individuals that were under fire, they threw themselves in front of a bullet to protect so many people that were exercising their right to protest. And so at the end of the day, although a tragedy, we do see those encouraging actions on behalf of law enforcement that reminds us all the price that they pay to do the work that they do.
I guess it's just like any other profession where there are a couple of bad apples in every barrel.
That's exactly right. In fact, I was giving an interview yesterday prior to this event, and they were asking me and trying to sort of throw a blanket around all law enforcement. And as I've indicated in the past, most law enforcement officers in the United States are decent, hardworking people that get up every morning to try to do a good job and protect the citizens of their community. Unfortunately, we have people in law enforcement, as we do in every other entity, that should have never been police officers. And, and sadly, everyone else begins to generalize the behavior of two or three and throw that statement around as if every police officer would be in that category.
When you see these occurrences in other places, in Baton Rouge and in Minnesota and the other cases that we've seen in the last couple of years, do you consider the problem to be in the screening process of police candidates or in the training, or is it a combination of the two?
It's a combination of the two, but I absolutely believe that the screening process is crucial. And at the end of the day, when you have a police officer that engages in corruption or aims at an innocent person and kills him, at the end of the day, this is a matter of recruitment. The recruiter and the individuals that brought that individual forward as a candidate and the process itself failed, and therefore allowed for someone that should have never been a police officer to wear a badge and a gun.
WBAP News Time is 6:16.